All right, Shalom, Shalom, giving all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh
Manufacturing
Shah,
made
Ba'ashem,
America's middle class
Rakakadash.
before the bottom fell out.
In 60
Making
years,
sure
we
we
went from about 100.
Give us.
We screen recording. Basically, this is a part 2 lesson going into my video. Like I said before, giving all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone, GMS that teach us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Peace, love, and blessings to your elect scattered around the four corners of the earth, mainly in Babylon the Great. It's a part 2 lesson, like I said earlier, through the spirit. All right, and basically going into the decline of Babylon the Great. This economy is over. And as you can see, the people are mourning. Let's get that. Please, man, don't walk down there. I hate when people do that shit. Anyway, Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. All right, and at the end of the day, the people are mourning due to the unfair and the injustice of Esau, Edom, due to this messed up economy, due to poverty. All right, low income paying jobs, but meanwhile, things are always hyping up, basically going into inflation. And soon hyperinflation is going to kick off to the streets of Babylon the Great. All these things going on in the world ultimately is going to lead to an economic collapse. Also, WW3, all right, the future judgments that's coming upon Babylon the Great. And the ones that's in the knowing, we know the times that we're living in, and the days are short. But ultimately, hey, it's for the greater good, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, these things has to come to pass in order for us to inherit the kingdom of heaven, and in order to be righteous, build, have a righteous kingdom and a righteous mindset. You don't have to worry about the wickedness of this world. You don't have to worry about suffering anymore. Ultimately, the Lord is going to put us back on top, rightfully so, all right, according to his will, because everything is according to his plan. All right, and I remember the elder ICR and the elder ICR, the priest Amawan, and the other brother Yawam did a video, and they brought out a precept going into Isaiah 14:26, and I'm gonna read it in the NLT. Isaiah 14:26, I have planned for the whole world a hand of judgment upon all nations. And that's ultimately why the Lord is doing all these things according to Bible prophecy, according to the scriptures, because the Lord has an agenda. All right, other than, these elites having their agendas, and which they're going to fail through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, pursuing the Job, the 20th chapter. But nonetheless, all right, the Heavenly Father, through the only begotten Son, always wins, because they are in control of everyday life, all right, in control of both good and evil, all right, in control of the prophets, preaching and teaching the words of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Let's get that. Amos 3:7 in the NLT. Indeed, the sovereign Lord, Yahweh, never does anything until he reveals his plans to his servants, the prophets. All right. And the prophets are out here week in and week out prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great and giving our people warning of the evil days to come that's drawing nigh. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. All right, remember the Lord in the days of thy youth, before the evil days draw nigh. All right, before Yahweh Shem Yahweh shall wreak judgment and havoc upon the planet Earth. And it reads on verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows shall be darkened, but look out the windows be darkened. All right, and that's going into the economic collapse and the false hope that is not in the land anymore. Go to Isaiah 24:10. The city of confusion is broken down, every noise is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is going. And that's ultimately what it boils down to. The mirth of the land is going. All right, that's why everybody is on edge. All right, that's why, homicides, suicides, even genocides is at an all-time high. The love of many shall wax cold, as it say in the scriptures in Matthew the 24th chapter, and verse, I believe, 13 or 12. It should be 12. Let's get it. Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's why you having all types of heinous crimes and heinous activities going on with these people, because in all actuality, they're living in an anxiety, depressed type of state of mind. All right, and according to 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, we are definitely living in perilous times. All right. Times people being on edge, don't knowing when their next meal gonna come in, so on and so forth. So let me get that, and then I'm gonna just elaborate on it. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. All right, I'm going to stop right there, because that precept alone tells a lot about people. All right, both men and women are, for themselves, lovers of their selves, covetous, want to take after other people's, belongings, so on and so forth. All right. Very proud, blasphemers, talking, shit to the Most High, disobedient to parents, their physical parents, and ultimately talking about your spiritual parents, dealing with the elders and apostles. All right, dealing with this doctrine. And the ones of the circumcision, they're very disobedient to their parents, because if it wasn't for the elders and apostles to keep carrying that torch, really and truly, Israel wouldn't have been shit. All right, they wouldn't know who they are as a people. What's up, bro? So let's go to yeah, what's up, man? Yeah. Shit, around 6. Shit, at 10. Yeah, I was supposed to be off today, but they had called me in. Yeah. I'll be off tomorrow. Yeah, he's still up there. I had talked to him a few weeks ago. He doing good. I think he's supposed to be coming down here. I think. No, the visit.
What part of New York?
I think he in Brooklyn right now. Yeah. How everybody on your end? Or that what's up, man? Nah, he's still in the Met.
You still working out here?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. He's still at the road, still at the same house down there. Yeah. Hey, take care, bro. Yeah, Salakia. Childhood, friend. But that ain't gonna be though, Let me go back. But yeah, dealing with the economy, man. This shit is finished. The Mirth, as it says in this title, working and homeless, the death of the American dream, poverty in the U.S. Pretty sure we're gonna say dollar. In the U.S. documentary, and I'm gonna read this. See, and this is the same, and here, this supposed to be, the land of opportunity, the land of this, the land of that. But we're, us of the elect, the potential hopeful elect, the one that's returning back into the Heavenly Father, we're seeing the madness and the bullshit of what's really going down in this place. And at the end of the day, this place is a place of no rest. Going back to Micah 2:10, this place will surely destroy you mentally, physically, and spiritually if you allow it. All right, this same place that sell fake foods, which majority of the people know, fake foods, contaminated waters. Every time you turn around, it's always a recall on certain food items and stuff like that. All right, so at the end of the day, it's so crazy because our people don't have hope in nothing else. This is all they know, and they really be hoping and trusting that these things are going to get back better. All right, so it was a precept. Like I said, you can just type up, the homelessness in America, full-time working citizens, but homeless, because that says working and homeless. All right, you can do your own research on this. And, this is very common here in this society, man. All right. There's another precept that I was thinking about. Salakia, spirits and shit be walking around. I got to be on point. People be asking questions, and shit like that. So, okay. Subject with payments. This is Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8. The Wadi Yahbashim Yahushua says, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord Yahbashim Yahushua, our God, our power." All right, at the end of the day, because of our disobedience, the Lord is correcting us on all sides. That's why no matter what, you're going to catch hell in Babylon the Great, man. No matter what, man. Even you being in the truth. And, for me, myself, I had to learn that. I ain't going to say the hard way, because eventually I knew at the end of the day, you are going to catch hell. But I thought it would have been a little bit lightening up of the curses. But nah, them curses hit a full throttle after you find out, why you curse and how you became cursed and why you're in a predicament that you're in now. And you understand that at the end of the day, we did go off, even though Yahbashim Yahushua set it all up. So at the end of the day, all we can do is just still serve the Lord, have that fear, have the faith, keep striving, all right, and just hope that we be part of that elect. Hope the Lord deliver us, all right, in the times that we're about to enter into. Even though we do comprehend and understand the Lord do create both good and evil. He put us in this predicament, but at the same time, you still have to take accountability of the unrighteousness of us, being stiff-necked and hard-headed, man. But it's ultimately for, a greater purpose. And the Lord put us through that to understand both good and evil, so we can appreciate the kingdom more. All right, and then on top of that, the kingdom of heaven is going to be forever. So this is only for a little season, a little time, even though it may be long suffering to uswards, but at the same time. How you doing? I don't think that open. Where y'all trying to go to? Further down there.
That's why I told you about.
To eat them spirits, bro. Anyway, threw me off again. It's all right. Hey, the land, it grows darkness to people. Isaiah 6, the 60th chapter and verse 2. All right. That's why at the end of the day, man, we need Yahweh Shah. We need the kingdom of heaven because, you know, this ain't it, man. All right. Look at this nigga. This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every noise is shut up that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. All right. And like the elder Hawaii used to always say, you know, doom and gloom, that's all that's coming upon Babylon and Great America. Doom and gloom, because this place is not a righteous kingdom. All right, and the Lord has a plan for it to be destroyed. All right. Ecclesiastes 12 and 4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right, that's why music is over. All right, entertainment world is over. Everything is about witchcraft, you know, wickedness. All right, Esau, Edom being exposed. And ultimately, this dollar is collapsing. This place is not going to be healed and it's not going to prosper anymore. So with that, I'm going to close out by saying, Kahalayim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Teach us the truth. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect scattered around the four corners of the earth. Till next time, I say Shalom.